And so we say goodnight to you with Hugo Quinn on trumpet, Terry Logue on tenor sax and clarinet, Don Shearer on vocals, Art O'Hagan on bass, Terry Duffy on keyboard and guitar, not forgetting Mike O'Hanlon on drums,
Now this here's the story about the Rock Island Line. Rock Island Line, she runs down into New Orleans. Just outside New Orleans there's a big toll gate. And all the trains that pass through, why they gotta pay the man some money. Of course you got certain things on board, you don't have to pay the man nothing. Just around about now, we see a train coming down the line. Now, when the train gets up to the toll gate, the driver, he sat down the line to the man and he say, I got cows, I got horses, I got pigs, I got sheep, I got all livestock, I got all livestock, I got all livestock. And the man, he say, you're okay, boy. You don't have to pay me nothing. You go right on through. And the train would go through. Now when the train goes through the toll gate, get up a little bit of steam, a little bit of speed. And when the driver, he think he's safe on the other side, he shot back down the line to the man and he say, I fooled you, I fooled you, I got pig iron, I got pig iron, I got all pig iron. And I'll tell you where I'm going, boy. Down the Rock Island Line is a mighty good road. Rock Island Line is a rough to ride it. Rock Island Line is a mighty good road. If you're going to ride across the ride like a pond to get your ticket, it's sitting on a Rock Island Line. I may be right and I may be wrong. You know you're gonna miss me when I'm gone. Down the Rock Island Line is a mighty good road. Rock Island Line is a road to ride it. Rock Island Line is a mighty good road. If you're going to ride across the line like a pond to get your ticket, it's sitting on the Rock Island Line. Hallelujah, I'm free from sin. The good Lord's coming on to see me again. Down the Rock Island Line is a mighty good road. Rock Island Line is a road to ride it. Rock Island Line is a mighty good road. If you're going to ride across the line like a pond to get your ticket, it's sitting on the Rock Island Line. Hey, be Steve and the XYZ, the captain of cover, but he don't see me. Down the Rock Island Line is a mighty good road. Rock Island Line is a road to ride it. Rock Island Line is a mighty good road. If you're going to ride across the line like a pond to get your ticket, it's sitting on the Rock Island Line. Rock Island Line is a mighty good road. Rock Island Line is a road to ride it. Rock Island Line is a mighty good road. If you're going to ride across the line like a pond to get your ticket, it's sitting on the Rock Island Line. Rock Island Line is a mighty good road. Rock Island Line is a road to ride it. Rock Island Line, mighty good road. If you're going to ride like a pond to get your ticket, it's sitting on the Rock Island Line. Rock Island Line is a mighty good road. Rock Island Line is a road to ride it. Rock Island Line is a mighty good road. You're going to ride like a pond to get your ticket, it's sitting on the Rock Island Line. Rock Island is a mighty good road. Rock Island Line is a road to ride it. Rock Island Line is a mighty good road. You're going to ride like a pond to get your ticket, it's sitting on the Rock Island Line.
Well, the show came about as a result of workshops that we were facilitating here for the Derry City and Strabane District Council. Initially, they were only just supposed to be sort of music workshops, a bit of guitar, a bit of this and that, and we developed a concert a few months ago last year, and it went really well. And we had a special guest on the night, Art O'Hagan, who is the only surviving member of the Clipper Carlton Showband, who were the first show band in Ireland. and there was a really good response to his. He'd done a few songs, and we kind of thought there might be an angle of doing a show based on Art's story, his life with the Clipper and all the little anecdotes. So then there was interviews carried out with Art, and we had loads of material for him, and we developed a script around the songs, and here we are in the Alley Theatre and a show, and 25 local men over 55 and beyond. Our eldest, I think, participant is 89 years old, so it's a bit of everything. It's just been a great fun. I didn't imagine I'd be doing something like this, but it came about, and it's been enjoyable in between touring and gigging myself. It's just a really nice thing to do.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is the third course and the second showpiece, which has been run under the auspices of our Council for Elderly Men in an attempt to keep them off the streets for the time being until they become reasonably proficient at playing a musical instrument, so that they can go out on the streets and bus to supplement their pension. Our facilitators had the brilliant idea to choose a theme for our music making. Well, it seemed a good idea at the time. The idea was to pay tribute to the showband era in general, and particularly to the best of them all, the Clipper Carlton. The band's own, the Clipper, played to over 3,000 people in Cork one night, and to over 7,000 in Philadelphia during one of their 6 visits to the States. At its height, there were over 1,200 show bands in Ireland. The Clipper were the first show band who took the bold step to stand up while performing, breaking tradition with the orchestras in England and the United States, who were always seated when they played. The lads would rely on memory to play the hits of the day. They moved around the stage, interacting with one another, and took to wearing snappy suits rather than tuxedos, which was normal at the time. In all, there were 8 members in the band in its heyday in the 1950s. There was the leader of the band, a genial old age pensioner, Hugh Turrish, who brought on board 7 guys in their mid-20s. The O'Hagan brothers, Art and Fergie, Terry Logue, Michael O'Hanlon, Hugo Quinn, Victor Fleming, Dominic Shearing, and not forgetting their charismatic manager, Victor Craig. Extensive interviews have been carried out recently with Art O'Hagan by Sinead McAteer and Terry McCafferty, and based on some of those sessions, Sinead, with the help of a writers group she's involved in locally, have come up with some sketches to highlight the events in the life of the Clipper Carlton. At the same time, one of our own group participants, John McGinley, took on the challenge of putting together a script combining those sketches with the various elements and talents within this group, Music to Your Ears. Workshops with a little help from the 2 group facilitators, Terry McCafferty and Mickey Joe Hart. So sit back and relax, hopefully not too much, and we hope that you will join in and support us and sing along to the music of the show bands. Enjoy the show. Anxious 12-year-old Hugo Quinn continues to sing, but stares nervously at the empty space beside him. He wonders what could be delaying his friend Art, and hoping the prying eyes of the choir master doesn't notice his absence as he delivers yet another rendition of Silent Night.
Where's hours ago. Don't know. Doesn't take that long to get here from 5 to go. This is young man. He lives a couple of doors away from me. I left the house at 10 to 6 as well. I'm starving. With 3 masses on the hour up to 11 o'clock. That's 12 masses and all. You might be a good singer, but your most occasionally something to be desired. It's 15 masses always singing that. Aye, that's right. Each of the 5 priests in Paris sing 3 masses, and we have to sit through all 15. You could get paid for this.
With their hymn. Just as young Art O'Hagan tiptoes in to take his place, beside you go.
How are you? The big black church stood beside the church on fire. Really? The big black church over the least of your eyes. I finally already noticed you right there. Many times me someone listen to me.
Little did they know that their apprenticeship under choir master Andy Doherty would pay dividends when they were headhunted by 60-year-old Hugh Tourish to join his band. But growing up, these young musicians, who would go on to form and join local bands such as the Clipper and the Melody Aces, were influenced in no small way by the many wonderful American songs and artists of the time. This next song was initially recorded by greats like Gene Autry and Woody Guthrie, and a little later by Marty Robbins. Please welcome Howard Crow to sing Red River Valley.
Will to get my breath back. It's 1944. Art and Hugo have joined you tourists and the Carlton Band. With Art on bass and Hugo on trumpet, they join Terry Logue on saxophone, Mick O'Hanlon on drums, and of course you tourists on piano. This is in the middle of the Second World War, when there were 20,000 American soldiers in Derry, awaiting their call to join the forces in Normandy landings.
There were numerous excursions of Yanks up from Derry, providing our womenfolk with chocolates and nylons, and making frequent visits to our local dance halls such as the Palindrome. Despite playing numerous times at the Palindrome, it is an initial concert by the new band in Fintona in 1944 that a local parish priest holds a competition to find the band a new name.
Testing. 1, 2, 3, 10. Is this mic working? Okay, dead on. Now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'd like to welcome you all to the grand opening of our newly refurbished parochial hall, which has been done up to the nines by the men's confraternity. A fine group of men, God bless them. They spent the holy season of Lent painting, papering, plastering and praying, and we can all see the results of their labours. By way of repaying the confraternity, and indeed all our loyal parishioners, I am going to give a cheque tonight for £50, yes, £50, to anyone who can come up with a new name for the Hugh Tourish Band. All you have to do is make your way over to the Mineral Bar, where you can see the sartorially elegant John Aloysius McNulty will provide you with papers and pencils to exercise your vote. Pop your vote into the empty box there, and later on in the evening, myself and the hall committee will get together and we will make our decision. The winner will be presented with the prize at the end of dancing tonight at 3 a.m. So, get your thinking caps on, and remember, vote early and vote often. As you and the boys are having a break, well-deserved break I should say, I've got two local lads who are going to entertain us now. This is their first time on the stage, so give them a big round of applause. A big Fintona welcome to Brendy and Hugo!
One place, all the rain in California. So the bridge can grow, they can make like a wine. Oh, I was sitting in a honky in Chicago, with a broken heart and a woman on my mind. As the man behind the bar, oh, the beautiful, and the music takes me back to Tennessee. Oh, yes, there's the girl in the corner, crying, sing, little white river lane. Yes, on the train.
Thank you, Brendan and Hugo. We come to the sad part at the end of the dance. I hope you all enjoyed yourselves. And for those that didn't get fixed up, well, there's always the next time. Now, I have to announce the winner of the prize for naming the band. And this is no coincidence. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. But, Michael, could you give us a wee drum roll, please? And the winner of the prize for naming the band is none other than John Aloysius Meganotti. So it's good night, God bless, safe home, until we meet again from the Clipper Carlton Showband.
is telling the band about the new love of his life, a gorgeous, curvaceous, 6 foot tall and a highly strung blonde double bass that cost him 60 quid.
What do you think about her, boys? Isn't she lovely? I call her the big blonde one.
Hey, how are you going to get someone as big as that all the way to Monaghan? How are we going to get to Monaghan?
The same way as we got there. Patsy the Wine's taxi.
All of us on the way to the taxi, or Sevens all the way to Monaghan. The state. What about all year?
Stop your crying. I'm the one of me face crashed against the speaker all the way to Monaghan.
At least we'll get a rest after the show. Vic Craig has booked us into a hotel for the night. How are we going to get this to Monaghan?
We'll tie her onto the top of Patsy Devine's taxi. Okay, let's go, boys.
What could possibly go wrong? After Art lost the love of his life, his double bass, and his audiences, and the distance travelled to venues grew, so did the need for a new transport. The band's astute manager Vic Craig approached a new company, Smiths of Ballybina, now Wright Bus, who are the main company that makes buses for London. They were commissioned to design a new state-of-the-art bus for the Clipper Carlton, replacing Patsy Devine's estate taxi. But a new bus would need a new driver. The band recruited Art's brother, Fergus, to be the new driver and roadie.
Well, Art, what did the insurance say? Are they good?
No good. Can't be fixed. But they sent me a cheque for £75.
So we can't be fixed. What are you going to do now?
Didn't spend all them years sticking torch for, gluing torch for Pat Cout for nothing. Not over yet.
This is left in the box now. Yeah, put it back in the box. Needed them here.
Over here, Fergus. Put it over here beside my snare.
Snare? You trying to catch something?
It's the name of the drum. Snare. Snare drum. Hey, hop. This drum. Pom-poms.
You really need that many drums?
Well, sometimes.
Can you play them all?
Well, we'll see.
Hey, Mickey, what would you do? Saw a bleeding drummer running around your backyard?
You give up, no idea.
Stop laughing and shoot again.
Oh, sure, they pick an old drummer. So you go, tell us this, how many trumpet players does it take to pave the driveway?
Wouldn't have a clue.
7 if you put them out in a straight line.
Enough, lads, enough messing about. Let's get on with the rehearsal. Let's try Anna Marie.
And while the snowflakes are falling here in my mind, I can see the bright cherry blossom of Sharon, where I walk our Anne-Marie. All together with Gone too. Stuck in last year's holiday. We're really wrecked. What's the next number?
Ironically, Art, it's called You'll Have to Go.
Where's Fergus? Fergus! Where are you? Fergus!
What? worry about it. Woody!
Look, you're singing in the bus all the time. Let's go.
You have, oh my God, you have no memory whatsoever. Remember, boy, I was told this, and I wasn't really talking about this, but you have included me. All last week, you were going round the town, slagging me, and you know how I found out? Don't try to deny it. You know my Harry McDermott, the cat he did? He was coming down the street, and I go, hey, boy. What? Very well. Captain. But he said, hey, boy. He said, why are you doing that brother of yours? This is the best man, no, he's nothing. Well, he's slagging you everywhere he goes, and that, and he here. They went over to our Joe's butcher shop and said, and there were that many, and they were coming out the door. What does he do? He stands and he goes, Joe! I thought somebody sang outside your door. Did you know it was our furnace? Your answer to that was this. Our furnace? Hey, our furnace? He can't even find the right key. That's one. I'm telling you, he doesn't even know when they come in.
That wasn't all the script.
Look. Let's get on with the rehearsal. Come on, man. Come on. Come on.
She always wanted in the band. You want him in the band or not?
Look, because you're asking. But many songs left.
Two songs.
Put your sweet lips a little closer to the phone that you're sweet. Let's pretend that we're together all alone. I'll have a man to turn the two when I'm alone. And you can tell your fingertips have to go. Whisper to me, I'll be loving too. Or is he holding you the way I do? Don't take time, make up your mind. I want to know. Should I hang up or will you tell her I have to go? Oh yeah, you can say the words I want to hear while you're with another man. If you go on the answer yes or no, darling, I will understand. So put your sweet lips a little closer to the phone. Let's pretend that we're together all alone. I'll have a man to turn the two of us way down. And you can tell your friends are with you. You have to go.
later, the door to happiness you open wide. No matter what the world may say about me, I know you hope see me through. I love for 100,000 reasons, but most of all, I love you 'cause you're you. I love you most of all because you're you. Oh my God! I will never work out Ruby. Oh my God!
Looks like we found ourselves a singer. Yep. By the way, you're still driving the bus. Are you okay? Oh, by the way, yeah. The band.
Right.
I want a new suit.
Right.
And a nice shirt.
Right.
And, not forget, Joe's Cafe, St. Mount, when we come home, on our way home, you buy me a fish supper. No! Not the money with you.
News of the band's success has hit the States. It is now 1958, and the band is getting ready to travel to America for the first time. Whilst in New York, there was an official welcome for them from Mayor Lindsay. The Clippers had recruited 2 new members, Victor Fleming from Ballybuffet and Dominic Shear from Meeting House Street.
What have you got there?
It's the birth certificates. We need them to fly to America.
Holy God, sir. Hugo, I was born in the last century. Where would I get one of them? Gums, wives, uncles, brothers, best friend knows that knows a girl that works in the Department of Foreign Affairs in Dublin. They'll sort us out. The Department of Foreign Affairs? What's that all about? Well, you see, look, leave it to us, we'll sort you out. Come on, boys, there's work to be done.
Hey lads, do we really have to fly?
These boys look at us. We wait to Strabane in New York. It's lovely.
It's 1958, and it's now time for the Clipper Carlton Showband to travel to America. And for many of them, it is their first time to travel on an aeroplane. What should have been a straightforward journey from Shannon to New York didn't quite pan out that way. The pilot, initially believing he had to pick up passengers in Gander, Newfoundland, took the aeroplane on a bit of a detour. And whilst the band expected a flying time of 8 hours, the pilot discovered he no longer needed to stop in Gander, and he slowed the plane down to save him fuel. The band was taken on a sightseeing journey of the east coast of America, but at least the in-flight music is pretty good.
Bye-bye love, bye-bye happiness, hello loneliness, I think I'm gonna cry. Bye-bye love, bye-bye sweet caress, hello loneliness, maybe I could die. Bye-bye love, goodbye. I'm through with romance, I'm through with love, I'm through with counting the stars above. And it's amazing that I'm so free, my loving baby is through with me. Bye-bye love, bye-bye happiness, hello loneliness, goodbye. Bye-bye love, bye-bye sweet caress, hello loneliness, goodbye. Bye-bye my love, goodbye. Bye-bye my love, goodbye. Goodbye heart, sweet Mary Lou, I'm so in love with you. Mary Lou, we never part, so hello Mary Lou, goodbye heart. You must be my one someday, if I still spin round as my way. No, I want you forevermore. Now I'm the one that gets around, I swear my feet stuck through the ground, though I never did meet you before. I said hello Mary Lou, goodbye heart, sweet Mary Lou, I'm so in love with you. And you, Mary Lou, we never part, so hello Mary Lou, goodbye heart. I saw your lips, I heard your voice, believe me I just had no choice, while horses couldn't make me stay away. I thought about a moonlit night, arms around you good and tight, that's all I had to see for me to say. Hey, hello Mary Lou, goodbye heart, sweet Mary Lou, I'm so in love with you. And you, Mary Lou, we never part, so hello Mary Lou, goodbye heart. Yes, hello Mary Lou, goodbye heart. Yes, hello Mary Lou, goodbye heart.
Just look at these birth certificates here. Guys, guess what age Teresa is? Here, give me that.
I can't be my age. Where are we now? 16.5 hours from Shannon in New York. This must be the longest flight in history.
The pilot had to slow down to save a fuel. Look, we're flying over land now, we'll soon be there.
I can't believe you got Mick on the plane.
can't believe it either. But sure, wasn't it a lovely flight across the Atlantic? Wasn't even a bump. As long as Mick was sitting beside Father Conroy, he was all right. He was happy.
Ladies and gentlemen, can everyone return to their seats calmly? We are experiencing an electrical storm which should pass momentarily.
Does that happen all the time? If God wanted me to fly, gotta give me a pair of those sticks. Give me a pair of those sticks.
Fantastic for us to be with you here tonight in New York City. Please put your hands together for the very latest addition to our band, Dominic Shearer.
Where do you think we're from?
Well, that was a mighty fine rendition of an Elvis Presley song.
You like that?
I reckon you guys are from Scotland.
May God forgive you. We're from God's old land. Ireland.
Oh, beg your pardon, man. Ireland? Ireland? Why, my mom, Pop came over from Ireland. Gee whiz, man. Hot diggity dog.
What part of Ireland?
Manchester.
The Clipper Carlton inspired many young people in small towns all over Ireland to form a band and make their bid for stardom. In this next song, local songwriter Terry McCafferty pays tribute to a number of local bands and singing legends. Now listen to Don Clark as he gives us a rendition of the good old dance halls.
As I turned on my radio this morning, they were playing the great Brian call. Outside each door held a memory back to the world. The showband all gone. Those days when he talked on the shore, we know to go. As I stand there at home with my memories, each showman as I could recall. And a thought came to mind, and I think that you'll find there was magic in the old dance hall.
Clipper Carlton were the first to appear, and the birth of the Showband had begun. Brendan Boyer was doing the Hucklebuck, while Dickie Rotten was in the candy store. Jock Carroll had Old Man Trouble. Eileen Reid gave her wedding dress away. Big Tom sang about his gentle mother. Frankie McBride had 5 little fingers. The Queen of the Silver Dollar was Philomena Begley. Brendan O'Brien and the Dixies had little arrows everywhere. Go, Granny, go, sang the Freshmen. Sean Duffy said if I could choose. Larry Cunningham was among the Wicklow Hills. Brian Call sang These Are My Mountains. In the Fiesta, the Palindrome, the Butt and Borderland, Ireland was swinging to the big show bands.
Those people not to happiness through music. Here's a toast, and God bless them all. Hey, Art! Memories of memories, through melody. The magic to the old dance hall. And a thought came to mind, and I know that you'll find it was magic to the great Brian Hall. Yes, the great Brian Hall.
The Clipper Carlton had a love-hate relationship with the most unlikely of chart toppers, an aging, balding Scottish squeeze box player called Jimmy Shan. And genial Jimmy had the audacity to challenge the Clippers for the attendance record in the Arcadia Ballroom in Cork. Challenge, but not beat. The Strabane boys had 50 people more, 3,250 to be exact. So folks, for one night only, here is Clary and Donamana's answer to Jimmy Shan, Shan Neelis and the Rock Ramblers.
Yes, yes, yes.
spite of Jimmy Shan's obvious popularity, the Clipper Carlton were the undisputed stars in the dancehall scene in Ireland. As the Clippers' career developed, their showtimes changed, allowing up-and-coming acts to play relief bands in front of sell-out crowds. This was a great opportunity for young bands to showcase their talents to large audiences. And these included the likes of Dickie Rock and the Miami, Joe Dolan and the Drifters, and Brendan Bowyer with the Royal Showband.
We will now have Dickie, Joe and Brendan to sing some of the songs that they're best known for. Singing the candy store in the corner. John McGinley.
On the candy store on the corner to the chapel on the hill. Two young lovers are longing to go there, and they dream someday both their hearts are tuned with a love song. Every promise they make, they keep. For true love is a treasure of treasures when you're only 17. At 17, it's a thrill to dream someday you'll walk hand in hand from the candy store to the chapel on the hill. Walk hand in hand from the candy store to the chapel on the hill.
Now singing Joe Dolan's It's You, It's You, It's You. William McGrory.
If you don't sing along. It's you, it's you, it's you. The only one I want. No problem, it's searching for. And if you look at me, you'll see a lonely man that's been
time to put on your dancing shoes. Giving us Brendan Bowers, the Hucklebuck, Brendan Malloy.
Well, now heels, even dancing shoes. Baby, when the lights are down, roll you, baby. Do the hubble, do the hubble. If you don't know how to do it, then you're out of luck. So you go to the end, twist her all around. Then you start to shake your hand and move her all around. You wiggle like a snake, you wobble like a duck. That's what you do when you do the hubble. Now he'll dancing shoes. Baby, when the lights are down, roll you, baby. Oh, get a twist, oh, get a twist. If you don't know how to do that, that's my little switch. Shake your baby in, twist her all around. Then you start to shake your head and move her all around. You wiggle like a snake, you wobble like a duck. That's what you do when you do the hubble.
In early 1964, the band split into two, with Hugo Quinn and the O'Hagan brothers continuing on as the Clippers, while Michael Hanlon, Don McShear and Victor Fleming formed the Santa Fe Showband. Victor Craig had left the scene at this stage, and Maurice Cassidy took over the management of the Santa Fe.
In the meantime, the Clipper Carlton continued on with a new lineup, which included Art and Fergus O'Hagan and Hugo Quinn, along with some new recruits. George O'Reilly took over the management following Victor's temporary retirement. To many, the split was the end of an era and mourned by their legions of fans.
And for a couple of years, both bands continued to gig, but neither were able to repeat the popularity of the original band. Then in 1966, Maurice Cassidy suggested that the band reform with all the original lineup, and the idea paid off. And for 3 years, the Clippers enjoyed a rebirth with many of the dancers that had grown up with them in the 40s and the 50s. And the band continued to play through to the end of 1969.
The final chapter in the history of the Clipper Carlton started in 1985. Coming out of retirement, the band planned to play a summer season that turned into 2 years. The only original member not on stage was Victor Fleming, who was replaced by Terry Duffy. Their jukebox Saturday night was rekindled with a new name, There's No Business Like Show Business.
Well, CNC, and everything's gonna be alright, so be our guest tonight. Come, my, oh my, yours was mine. Don't let me down, you're the queen, Princess Brown. And everybody come be our guest, join the party, leave the rest, and everything's gonna be alright, so be our guest tonight.
Unfortunately, it all came to an end with the death of Hugo Quinn in 1987. Terry Logue, Victor Fleming, Dominic Shear, Fergus O'Hagan and Nick O'Hanlon have since passed away, leaving only one member of the original Clippers surviving today. And it is our honour tonight to welcome to the stage of the Alley Theatre, not far from where it all began in the Polydrum Ballroom, our very, very special guest, ladies and gentlemen, Art O'Hagan.
Thank you. Wasn't that great tonight?
Art, you're very, very welcome. And I can say on behalf of everybody, we're privileged to have you here tonight. I know you're going to help me with the draw. However, perhaps you want to explain to everybody about your snappy suit? About your suit?
Why, this suit here, it's almost 70 years old. I'll tell you something about it. Like, after we finished it was the suits, we got another one, and this one was left in the wardrobe. And of course everybody else was done the same. Unfortunately, one day I decided to go down to the bookies, was it? Unfortunately, I didn't know that Terry Logue had given his uncle the same suit. And of course, I went down to the bookies, parked the car, and over to the bookies, and as soon as I walked in, I looked over to one side, and here was Jimmy was standing looking at the book with the same suit on him. So I just took off right away.
And Art, that's not the only artifact. This was loaned to us by Alan Wilders. It's an original Clipper Carlton microphone, so I'm sure this was packed into the back of Patsy Devine's taxi many night too.
Patsy Devine's taxi. It was very easy being in the Showband because I'll just tell you, there was 5 of us. There was Mickey O'Hanlon, myself, Terry Logue, Hugo Quinn, and Therese, and Patsy Devine's taxi. Now, they talk about the border now, like nowadays. And we started off 7 o'clock from Strabane. We went up to somewhere in Donegal, and we played from 9 o'clock to 3 in the morning. Then, after we took off again, packed everything, we had speakers and everything lying on top of us in the car and all, my bass on the top, tied on Patsy's car. So somebody
just lately told me that they had saw this poster that the band was £30 for the band, played from '93, and then when we arrived back at Clifford, we had to walk, because the boiler wasn't open, we had to walk from Strabane to home, all that for £30. But see £3 a man after we paid that massive rate. So that's the millionaire Showband scene.
Can you tell everyone about the big blonde? Because we got introduced to her today in the show.
Well, the blonde bass, Patsy put the blonde bass on top of the taxi, and he said, I'll be back again to collect you. He went down the street, and of course he brought me back. The bass fell off the top of the car, top of the taxi, broke on the road, and I took it down to Matches and Belfast and said, did you do anything with that? He said, no, that's impossible. So I brought it home again. I bought one piece up in Ballyshannon, one piece for it, and glued it all together again. Played it to 1958. When we went to America, that was the end of the double bass, so I brought back the guitar bass, brought it back mostly from America, and about 3 years later I sold the one that I had patched up. I sold to somebody for £50.
Perhaps you'd like to give us a couple of songs to finish off our show.
It's fine, I know you. I found my trail. I love you as I never loved before. before. Since first I met you on that very screen. Come to me, oh my dream of love is yours. I love you as I loved you when you were sweet, when you were sweet, 16. I dreamt the world had not much joy for me, and even though we drifted far apart, I never dreamed but what I dreamed of thee. I love you as I loved you when you were sweet, when you were sweet, 16. I wish I was in Carrickfergus only for nights in Ballygrand. I would swim over the deepest ocean only for nights in Ballygrand. But the water is wide and I cannot swim over, and neither have I wings to fly. I wish I could meet a handsome boatman to ferry me over to my love and die. My boyhood days bring back sweet reflections of childhood joys I spent so long ago. My boyhood days and my kind relations have all passed on now, like the drifting snow. But I spend my days an endless rover, soft as the grass, and all my bed is free. Oh, to be back now in Carrickfergus on that Longmont road down to the sea. But in Kilkenny it is reported on marble stone there, as black as ink, with gold and silver, I will support her. But I'll sing no more now till I get a drink. Let me get my teeth out. I'm drunk today and I'm seldom sober, an endless rover from town to town. Oh, but I'm sick now, my days are numbered. Come all ye young men and lay me down.
Hugo Quinn on trumpet. Terry Logan tenor sax and clarinet. Don Shearer on vocals. Art O'Hagan on bass. Terry Duffy on keyboard and guitar. Not forgetting Mike O'Hanlon on drums. This is yours truly, Fergus O'Hagan, wishing you good night. Safe home. Hoping to see you all soon from the Clipper.
It went well. It's nice to see a group of guys coming together and doing things that they probably never would have thought of doing before, and then culminating on a show, a wee bit of acting, a wee bit of playing guitar, even if it's for their own benefit in the house or whatever. But actually to bring a show together was very, very enjoyable, and I would do it again, given the opportunity.